Number 4, we have, or before that, let's now revise what did we talk in the previous lesson. We talk about the arithmetic sequences, and we said that we have two types of sequences, the arithmetic and the geometric sequences. Now, the arithmetic sequences that we have between any two consecutive terms, they have the same common, or they have the same difference, or we call it the common difference. These are the arithmetic sequence, and the formula of the arithmetic sequence is a sub n is a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d, whereas a is the initial condition and d is the difference and n is the number of the term. Now, and also we talked about the arithmetic mean, and we said if we have two, or I can say two even, like a sub 2 and a sub 4, and I want to find the mean, or the terms that are coming between them, you say a3 plus a sub 3 plus a sub 5 over 2. Now today let's use the explicit formula for an arithmetic sequence. The numbers of seats in the first row, in the first 13 row, in a section of an arena, form an arithmetic sequence. So we have here a arena that contains 13 rows. So the number of them now are 13 rows. Rows 1 and 2 are shown in the diagram below. I'm sorry. Wait a minute, please. In the diagram here, he told me that row 1 is 14. They have 14 seats, and row 2 they have 16 seats. How many seats are in row 13? So he gave me here the number of seats in row 1, the number of seats in row 2. There are 16, and he asked me now to find the number of rows, the numbers of seats on row 13. Now I want to find a sub 13, which is a sub 1 plus 13 minus 1 times d. So if I want to find a sub 13, I need to find the difference d and a sub 1. A sub 1 is 14. Now how can I find d? If I have row 1, row 2, and if you have to say a sub 2 minus a sub 1, I have the difference, because the difference is the common difference d is the difference between two terms that comes at following each other. So you have 16 minus 14, which equal 2. So d here now is 2. Then a sub 13 is 14 plus 13 minus 1 is 12 times 2. I will repeat, don't forget, you have to multiply first, then you have to add. 12 times 2 is 24. 24 plus 14 is 38. So the number of seats in the row 13 here, they are 38 seats. Now, got 4. The number of seats in the first 16 rows in a curved section of another arena form an arithmetic sequence. If there are 20 seats in row 1 and 23 seats in row 2. How many seats will be in row 16? Here we have the same idea. Here we have like a curve 1, and so on. So there are 16 rows. If you go to row 1, you have 20 seats, and in row 2 you have 23 seats. Now I want to find how many seats are in row 16. Sarah? Sarah?
Yes.
Yes, Sarah. I want you now to help me to find how many seats are in row 16. Yes, Sarah. The first step, what you have to do? Sarah? Sarah? Yes, Sarah, I'm calling you. Sarah, did you understand? Sarah? Okay, Habiba? Habiba?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Habiba. Here now, you have to find the numbers of seats in row 16.
It is A1 equal
A1 equal
A2 times 16 minus 1 times D.
times D. Before we tell me the next step, is this formula that I'm talking about? If I want to find A1, I say A2 plus n minus 1 times D. Or A sub 16 is A sub 1 plus 60 times 16 minus 1 times D. If I want to find A sub 16, you use the initial term plus 16 minus 1 times D. Yes, Habiba, then? Yes, Habiba.
So 20 plus 16 minus 1.
20, okay, plus 16 minus 1.
And to find D,
You have to find D, thank you.
it's 23 minus 20,
Thank you.
which is 3.
Thank you. So here multiply by 3. Then 20 plus 45 equals 65. Thank you, Habiba. Thank you so much. But Sarah, next time when I called you, answer me, okay? Mish teacher, the microphone is not working as usual. Now, look at me here. Write an explicit and recursive formula for each sequence. Here now, in number 44, we have -4, -8, -12, -16, and -20. I want now to write or to find the explicit formula. Yes, Haneen?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, the explicit formula, what is the definition of it?
It's a formula that we use to find any number in a given sequence.
Okay, so the formula is a sub n
equals a plus n minus 1 times d.
Thank you. So if I have now to write the formula. Okay, that means I don't want to find a sub 20. I have to write the formula. So keep it with a sub n. Keep it with a variable. Okay, Hanien?
Yeah,
I need to keep it with a variable. So a sub 1 is what here?
It's -4.
-4 plus
n minus 1 times -4.
What is the difference here? The difference is -8 minus -4. So which is -8 plus 4 equal -4. Then, so a sub n is -4 plus, or keep it, okay, خلاص. Or you can say minus
4n plus
times
4.
n minus 1.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's simplify it more and more. Okay, right. -4n plus 4. -4 plus 4 cancel each other. So a sub n is -4n. This is now Haneen. Haneen now she found the explicit formula for the sequence. The explicit formula, it's a formula that depends on the number, or it depends on n. As you see here, a sub n is -4 times n. Now let's find now, thank you Haneen. Let's find now the recursive formula. Yes, Yara. Yara? Yara?
Yes.
Yes, Yara. I want you now to find the recursive formula. That's mean a sub n plus 1 is a sub n minus 1 plus the difference. This is the recursive formula.
It's a sub n equals a sub n minus 1. It's not a sub n plus 1, right?
Minus 4. This was the recursive, or this is
Yeah,
the recursive.
teacher, wasn't it a sub n is equal to a sub n minus 1?
Oh. Yes, so a sub n is, say, a sub n minus 1 minus 4. This is the recursive formula, whereas it depends on the previous term, but a sub n for the explicit formula, it depends on n. Thank you, Yara. Now let's solve number 47. In number 47 here we have 1, 1 and third, 1 and 2 over 3, 2, and so on. Now from here I have to find D. What is D? It is 1 and 2 over 3 as an example, minus 1 and 1 over 3. They are 1 over 3. So this is now D. After that, so this is now D. The explicit formula is A sub n is A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D. Yes, Susan, let's continue.
A sub 1 is 1, so it's 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by 1 over 3, which is the difference.
Thank you.
And then we can simplify this further if we distribute 1 over 3.
So it will be A sub n is
That's n over 3
plus
minus 1
3.
over 3.
1 over 3n
Yeah.
plus 1 over 3. Sorry, I'm sorry. Minus.
So it will be 1 over 3n plus 2 over 3.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Susan. This will be an explicit formula. It depends on n. Now what about the recursive formula? Yes, Rose. Rose? Oh, Rose is not here today. Rose is not with us. Okay. Now Maya. Maya?
Teacher.
Maya?
Can you hear me? Teacher.
Okay, so Maya, she tried to open her microphone. Yes, Maya.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Here I want you to find the recursive formula. The recursive formula is A sub n equal A sub n minus 1 plus D. A sub n is A sub n minus 1 plus D. Where's D? It's 1 over 3.
1 over 3.
This was the recursive formula. Now, here now, before going to 56, do you have any question here?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, now find the missing terms of each arithmetic sequence. Look at me here. In number 56, you have a number of terms that they are A5. 13 over 5. This is A5. And then A6. And then A7. And then A8. And then 37 over 5, which is A sub 9. So here I have A5. And here I have also A9. He told me now find the missing terms. But there's a hint that the arithmetic mean of, you know that if you have the first term and the third term, you can add them divide by 2 to find the second term. And if you have, but also if you have a sub 1 and a sub 5 also, he told me that if you add a sub 5 plus a sub 1 over 2, you can find a sub 3. That the arithmetic mean of the first and the fifth term is the third term. So the arithmetic mean of the first term plus the last term, a sub 1 plus a sub 5, I find a sub 3. So from here, also, if I have to find a sub 7, it is a sub 9 plus a sub 5 over 2. Look at me here. I will repeat. If you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and so on, I have to find the second term. Just add 1 plus 3 over 2. If I have to find the fourth term, just you have to add 3 plus 5 to give over 2. You will take a sub 4. And also, the arithmetic mean helped me that a sub 1 plus a sub 5, you will get the middle between them, which is a sub 3. If you add a1 plus a5 over 2, you will get a sub 3. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teacher, can you repeat?
Okay. Here in the arithmetic mean, if you have a1, a2, a3, a4, a5, and a6, if you add a sub 1 plus a sub 3, and I divide it by 2, which is the arithmetic mean, I can find the term that comes between them, which is a sub 2. If you add a sub 4 plus a sub 6 and divide it by 2, what you will get? You will get a sub 5, because this is a sub 4 and this is a sub 6. If you add them, if you take the arithmetic mean between of them, you will find the terms that comes in the middle, which is a sub 5. But now, so if I need to find a sub 2, I add a1 plus a3 over 2. If I want to find a3, I add a sub 2 plus a sub 4 over 2. Now in this question, he told me that if you add a sub 1 plus a sub 5, if you add them and divide it by 2, you will find a sub 3. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, a sub 9 is 37 over 5 plus a sub 5 is 13 over 5 over 2. 3 plus 1 is 10. 3 plus 1 is 4. 50 over 5 is 10 over 2 is 5. So now, that a of 7 is 5. A sub 7 now is 5. Now, I want to find the other terms. Let's find now a sub 6. A sub 6. Who can help me? Yes, Ragad.
We can also. Okay.
Is it
Ragad?
857?
Ragad, I want Ragad.
Yes.
Yes, Ragad. It is a sub 7 plus a sub 5 over
2.
Over 2, thank you. A sub 7 is
5.
5 plus a sub 5,
13 over 5.
13 over 5 over 2. Then
Find that ratio or the division.
okay, before that you have to add 5 plus 13 over 5. If you multiply here by 5, if you multiply here by 5, you will get 25 over 5 plus 13 over 5 over 2. You have to find the common denominator, they have the common denominator.
It's
So
19 over 5.
Yes. What?
It's 19 over 5 after it's divided.
35 over 5.
19. How is 19?
After it's divided by 2.
Okay. The final answer. So it was 38 over 5 over 2. It was 38 over 10, which is 3.8.
Teacher, can't we solve it in another way, this question?
How?
I thought it
If we write it as a system of equations and then we subtract them, we get D.
Yes, it's here and where? Somewhere here, I think. Yes, here you can use the equations as you say. But here, it's easier for me to use the mean, or the arithmetic mean. The equation, yes, you can use it also.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. So here it was 38. Now, a sub 8. A sub 8 now is a sub 9 plus a sub 7 over 2. I will add this one plus this one, which is 37 over 5 plus 5 over 2, which are 37 plus 25 over 5 over 2. 5 plus 7 is 12, 6 over 5 over 2. They are 62 over 10 or 6.2. This was number 56. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now, let's go to number 63. In 63 here, he told me that in arithmetic sequence with A1 equal 4, and D equal 9, which term is 184? He told me that there's a term, I don't know its number, it is 184. What is the number of the term? So I need to find and know. My formula now is A sub n equal A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D. Then A sub n is 184. It's given. A sub 1, it's given. It is 4. And it's unknown. Times the difference, they are 9. It's given. So here I have the difference d. Here I have the first term. I have the last term. I want to find the number of the term. Then after that, it comes like 184 equal 4 plus 9 times n minus 1. Minus 4. Minus 4. I have now 180 is 9 times n minus 1. Then divide by 9. Divide by 9. You have 20 now equal n minus 1. Then plus 1 plus 1. So the number of the term now is 21. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, number 66 here. The arithmetic mean of two terms in an arithmetic sequence is -6. He told me that the arithmetic mean of two terms in the two arithmetic, they are -6. I mean -6 is equal to, or before that, the arithmetic mean is the first term plus the last term over 2. So if the arithmetic mean here is -6, the first term of one term is -20, and the other term I don't know it. I have to find now A. I will use this formula. I know that the arithmetic mean is -6, and I know that the first term is -20. In the previous questions, he gave me the first term, or the one term, and the third term, and I have to find the term between them. He gave me this term and this term, and can't find the term between them. Here now, no. Here now, he gave me the term between them, and he gave me one of the term, and I have to find the another term. I said now, -6 is -20 plus A over 2. So -6 times 2 is -12 over -20 plus A. Then, so A now is equal to 20 minus 12, which is 8. This is now a term that comes between them. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now my sequence here, it comes like -20 is the first term, the second term is -6, and the third term is 8. Now let's go to find 68. In 68 here, he gave me that A sub 4 is 8 and A sub 7 is 20. Now, the arithmetic mean told me that if I have to find A sub 4, if I have to find A sub 5, I say A sub 4 plus A sub 6 over 2. Because what is the number after 5? It is 6. And the number before 5, it is 4. So if I add A sub 4 plus A sub 6 over 2, I can find A sub 5. But here, I have 4 and 7. They must, both of them, that it's like the mean of two odd, not odd, or two even number of terms, I will have the odd one, and the number of two odd number of terms, I will have the even one. Here now, one is even and one is odd, so I cannot use the arithmetic mean. What I have to do now? In this question here now, I have to find A sub 1 and I have to find D, where A sub 4 is 8 and A sub 7 is 20. The procedure here that I have to use, A sub 4. A sub 4, it is A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D. And also I use A sub 7, which is A1 plus n minus 1 times D. Now, A sub 4, it is 8 equal A sub 1, I don't know it, keep it at A, plus n, which is 4, minus 1 times D. So, it comes like 8 equal A plus 4 minus 1 is 3. So, it will be A plus 3D. This is now my first equation. I have A sub 4, which is 8. A sub 1, keep it as A, plus 4 minus 1 times D. So 8 is A plus 3D. Go now to the second equation. A sub 7. Someone asked me now, or anyone will ask me now, why I use two equations. How many variables here I have to find?
2.
Two variables. So to find two variables, I need two equations. From where I bring these two equations? From A4 and A7. So A7 now is 20. A plus 7 minus 1, which is 6, D. This will be now my second equation, 20 equal A plus 60. I will repeat now. This is now equation number 2. I will repeat. Here I have to find A, 1, and D. So two variables, so I need two equations. How can I, from where I bring these two equations? From A4 and from A7. Now after that, after I have now two equations, I can find the two variables that I'm looking to find them. Now 8 is equal A plus 3D and 20 is equal A plus 6D. Let's multiply here by -1. So you will get now 8 equal A plus 3D and -20 equal -A minus 6D. Then after adding them, they cancel each other. Here you have -14. I'm sorry, -12 is equal to -3D. Just adding them over -3 over -3. So D now is 4. So I have now, or can find D. So since I have D, can I find A now?
Yes.
Yes. Go back to any equation. Let's see. 20 is A plus 6 times 4. 20 is equal A plus 24. So A now is -4. This is now A. So I have to find, I can find A and D. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any question?
No.
No.
Okay.
Teacher, do we have a homework?
Yes. Do you have a quiz tomorrow?
Do we? No, we don't,
No,
right?
we don't. No.
No, you don't have chemistry?
Chemistry is today.
Yeah, it is today.
Ah, today. Okay, I'm sorry. Today you have chemistry. Oh, that's okay. Yes, you have in lesson 9.2.
the workbook.